I always laugh when people come up to me and they say, "Oh, I want to be an entrepreneur," and I say, well, I feel like, well, it's not a thing to be. It's a transitionary thing. It's like one step from being unemployed. It's a tool. It's like being a student. It's good to be a student, but you don't want to be one for your whole life. And by definition, a successful entrepreneur is one who, a person who actually, you design yourself out of that job. It's a temporary thing. If you succeed, you have something you've created, whether it's a business or an institute or foundation of some sort. And there is no room for an entrepreneur at that point at any time. It's a temporary thing you use to start something. Some people say it's great to be a serial entrepreneur, although that sounds to me like serial killer or something like that. There's just the serial prefix it doesn't have good connotations. So I think the lesson here is that the entrepreneurism is something. It's a tool, and it's actually, I'm going to argue, a tool of last resort. It should be the last thing you do in desperation because you couldn't figure out any other way of accomplishing what you wanted to accomplish. Now, what it's good for is it's good for accomplishing or progressing some sort of goal or passion. I'm going to argue that everyone should try to find a passion or a goal in their life, as Tina mentioned when she introduced me. And then you pursue that. And when you come across obstacles, and of course the more difficult and challenging the goal you've set for yourself, the more obstacles you'll run across, entrepreneurism is a tool that you can use to further your goals. Most companies are started with some sort of passion or goal or belief or enthusiasm for something. The companies are formed because, hey, it's a great way to be rich, or it's a great way to be independent. Generally are not as successful as the ones where people started because they believed in something. They wanted to do something important. It could be something really important like cure the injustices in the world or solve some disease, or it could be something small. Like we want to make the internet faster, or perhaps they want to democratize software or something like that. There's usually some passion, and you need that because all business has obstacles, and all business is hard at times, often most of the time. And you need to have that passion to carry you through. And so if you look at really successful companies and founders, they'll typically tell you that they really believed in what they were doing, and they thought it was a good thing to do. So those things go hand in hand.